wasn't sure if you wanted me.
Why am I doing this? Out of everything on the walls that we could have made a meltdown video out of, and we picked this. So I'm at USAirsoft here in Atlanta, Georgia, and the owner said that I could make a meltdown video over pretty much anything. And we got VFC Avalons, we got dozens of G&Gs, Elite Force Glocks, and so on and so on. And yet we're making a meltdown video over this $70 all plastic bodied. Why are we doing this? So this is the Double Bell AKS-74U AEG, and like I said, it's $70 and it is plastic. I mean, just listen to that. Why couldn't we have done a GHK? The box says it has a metal gearbox, so despite the exterior build quality being almost on par with a UKArms Springer, this might actually last a bit longer than some people might expect. Now, we've done a 30 round per second full auto high kappa, an AAP-01, which was actually filmed here at USAirsoft, and a Gen 3 Lancer Tactical. And that's all because of the USAirsoft channel members that help fund these videos. I really couldn't do this kind of stuff without all these people you see on your screen right now. So I'd like to invite you to join them so we can do more of these meltdowns and all sorts of other videos. And maybe when we hit 50 channel members, I'll even give one of these double bells away. Just hit the join button or hit the link in the description down below. Oh, and by the way, if this video breaks 1,000 likes by the end of the day, then I'll try to do another meltdown video, but over this. A UKArms Springer. I never realized until now, but it has an on switch. Oh wait, that releases the stock. I shouldn't be surprised. I also want to thank USAirsoft for supplying me with a place to do this meltdown, the mags, the BBs, and the AK itself. They're always excited to put together videos with me, and I highly appreciate that. They've been our main sponsor for a couple months now, and I'm enjoying every single minute of it. Just do me a favor and use coupon code SCOTT while you're on the USAirsoft website, especially if you're looking for a Double Bell AK or anything else. They've got everything you need to get yourself back on the field or just to upgrade your collection. And I'll actually be signing every single one of the Double Bell AK boxes, so if you pick one up, you just might see my name on it. We really appreciate USAirsoft along with G&G Armament, who have been sponsoring everything I do here for a couple years now. But with all that said now, let's go out there and see how long this thing will last in full auto. I really hope this thing just crumbles away in my hands. All right, trying to kill the $70 Double Bell 2-pound AK that you can just hold like this. We actually have Frank down there at range, and we have an 11.1 LiPo battery in here. We chronoed it beforehand. It doesn't like to feed full auto, but we'll see what we can make it do. And off to the side, thank you very much for lending your help. He'll be loading up magazines as I finish them, so let's just see how long this thing will last. Let's go. Okay, I know these are high cap mags, but we did wind them up completely, so let's just see how far we can get with a full wound. Needless to say, these high cap magazines don't like to feed very well. That one did better. It kind of does its own thing. Curious. That almost did better. I'll just keep going back and forth here.
Gotta admit, that sounds terrible. I'm gonna see if they'll do some semi-auto. Rate of fire isn't the best even if you try feathering it. But what do you expect out of something like this? We're gonna have to end up doing this with some mid caps if we ever do this again. See, that almost works better. Well, I guess one criticism I can really make is this thing doesn't like to feed even with its own magazines. I know we're doing full auto, but switching it to semi. By the way, this selector switch likes to do whatever, but switching to semi. A little better. Maybe it just can't. I'm gonna assume maybe it can't keep up with the rate of fire with an 11.1 LiPo battery. But the motor is definitely getting hot in my hands. That's already hurting my hands doing that. Still going, but it's getting really hot. This magazine isn't faring better either. I think we have a pretty good hole in the chest of our friend downrange. Yeah, next time we do this, we're gonna have to do it with some mid caps because AK high caps apparently do not work very well. But it could be just this gun. That was weird, it stopped there for a second. I didn't do that. I'm just gonna hold the trigger until it kills itself. All right, I'm gonna swap batteries real quick because it could be just a dying battery, but it is slowing down. Yeah, as we're having feeding issues, I'm just going to go ahead and just hold down the trigger until it eventually destroys itself from the inside. Close this up. That's very weird. We swapped the batteries and now it's actually feeding better.
Yeah.
That's interesting. But still not with that magazine. Okay, I'm just gonna hold on the trigger until it dies. I shouldn't be able to do this. I can't hold it anymore. It's so hot, I can't hold it.
It's a bomb!
And that's it. It's not that bad, right?
Is it pooped out? Yeah.
And that's what we're left with. So we're gonna go ahead and take this apart if it's very easy to take it apart and see what's causing that noise and if it's easily repairable or not. I kind of don't want to do this again. I'm not sure if it's the gun itself or if it's the magazines because this thing doesn't like to really feed very well. Our friend is missing a very large portion of his chest. Even at 318 feet per second, we were still able to do a little bit of damage, but let's go ahead and crack this thing open and see what it did to itself.
6,700 shots. That's all we got out of this absolutely quality built Double Bell AKS-74U. Remember, this thing costs $70 and it's entirely made from plastic on the outside, but that's the lowest round count that we've ever had in this series. I can't say that I'm surprised, but what went wrong? Well, while taking apart our replica, we noticed that the gearbox is in fact not made from metal. Not even the gears were made from metal. There's some metal parts sprinkled in like the cylinder, but everything important is made from plastic, which led to the pinion gear cracking apart. That would explain the motor spinning freely as we heard. I imagine that the piston would have had all its teeth torn apart, but it was all down to the cheaply made plastic gears. This is where they cut costs, and that's how it bit the dust. So I guess this was a freaking lie. Don't worry though, we did you all a favor soon after. And that would be the conclusion to our 4th Airsoft Meltdown, thanks to the USAirsoft channel members and USAirsoft who made all this happen, with G&G Armament of course backing us up. Again, join up with the USAirsoft channel members if you would like to see another one of these meltdowns by hitting the join button, or by using the link in the comments pinned down below. Let's see if we can make 50 members possible. But until that next video drops from the city of San Antonio, this has been Scott Hollenbeck, and I will be sure to see you all next time.